It's not just cars that change how people view you. Sometimes it's how you dress or tattoos, or sometimes it is something that you thought you wanted your entire life. And for me, that was my first Lamborghini. I wanted a Lamborghini my entire life. When I was a kid, that's the poster that was on the wall. It wasn't Ferrari or anything else. It was whatever Lamborghini currently had that was a V12, and I just changed as they changed. So when I could finally afford anything with that badge, I immediately jumped on that opportunity. I didn't stop to ask if it was the right decision or the right car. I just knew what it meant. And what I thought it meant was owning one meant I had finally made it, and I'm officially successful. The dream of owning a Lamborghini wasn't all it cracked up to be. On the second day I owned it, a part called the slave cylinder went out and made the car undrivable. And if you don't know, a slave cylinder requires you to pull the engine and transmission out of the car and then replace the part and put it all back in. So that repair was $6,000 on the second day I owned it. And when I actually drove it, I'm a big guy with wide shoulders, and apparently the Italian engineers didn't take that into account at all. They built it for their body types. It was a short roof, narrow, hard to drive, it was hot, it was loud, it was cramped, and none of that in a good way. I lived in Sacramento, California at the time, and there are so many amazing roads around there to take your car on. And I'd walk out into the garage, look at the Lamborghini, and hesitate. Parked next to it in the garage, I had a 2016 Jaguar F-Type R, and I ended up grabbing the keys and taking it 9 times out of 10. Looking back, every time I grabbed those Jaguar keys, it was proof that I was no longer owning my dream car. It was just a trophy sitting in the garage that I was afraid to drive and break. I actually only ended up keeping that car for around 7 to 8 months and put a few thousand miles on it. That's when I realized I didn't want the car. I wanted the identity of the person who drives a car like that. That taught me a valuable lesson, that the dream car is actually the one that you want to drive and enjoy, and not choose something else sitting next to it in the garage. If you're buying something just because you can, all you're really buying is a cage. Don't buy the cage. If you like this video, click on this one, and it's more along the same lines of this, and hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this.